Hello, and welcome back to Hand of Fate 2, with the Hermit this
The
time.
Hermit has been with you along this road, aiding you at every step, aiding me. Neither of us would be here without him, yet he remains a mystery even to me.
Rumor has it that there is a powerful magician hidden in the devilishly confusing and dangerous forest of eternal snow. Okay, recommend something for me. We're going with the blacksmith. Okay, thank you. Encounters. The lost boy goes away. The gnomish exchange. Gonna leave the pies and stuff. Gonna take you. Follow the goblin. There we go. Fork on the road. The cartographer. Nah. We tried with him. I mean, it's fun, but not all that great. Oh, we can have a platinum card here. Don't give you tokens though, so I want something else. Something different. Something rewarding, shall we say. One more card is required anyway. Street fighting. Scouting party. Let's go with the street fighting. Equipment. Alright, everything goes away. Exquisite Blade. Gonna take that. Because it's unknown. We're gonna have two that have tokens on them. Unless they're new, then we're gonna keep them. The Ward of the Innocent. Sounds cool. We have so many things we haven't discovered yet. It's a shard. So what is this? Food bounty. Can you inspect that with eye? Create an aura that lasts 60 seconds while active. Gain +1 food for every enemy defeated, excluding undead. That sounds amazing, honestly. Empire's Burden. Never had this one before. Okay, I always go with this one because it gives you more dice. Beat 60 dice gambit to unlock the shard. Oh, that's a lot. Probably never gonna happen. Okay, let's get some new ones then. We still need an armor. Get the mercenary garb. The Holy Hand Grenade. Empire's Burden. Get this one. Shield, shield, shield. Let's go with this one, I like the art on it. And finally supplies. Healing Spring. What does that do? We don't know. Okay, we're gonna take food as always. What does the leather armor actually want from me? Causes stun to a single target when activated. Basic bash. Causes a brief stun. Perform charged bash 25 times. I guess we can do that. What about the Knight's Sword? I don't know what kind of enemies we'll be fighting here. I should have checked that. Repose. 40 shadows. So what do? Create a powerful blast that causes 80% damage to enemies in the area when activated. Give me the gold. Right, and let us start. This should be
I
interesting.
have spent more time alone than any hermit could imagine. In truth, it is only your ignorance that leaves these cards occupied by such commoners.
Oh,
Now
I should have gone with the
we seek a man
cartographer
who
here.
does not wish to be found. Yet without him, your quest is impossible.
While exploring the Wilderlands, you arrive quite suddenly at the fringe of a curiously enchanted winter forest, where you stand in a warm summer afternoon, yet only 10 steps away. Cinders are grey with frost, and ground is blanket with thick snow. Horrendous, you turn in surprise to face Idrin, but it is not she who spoke. An Empire general with an impressively plump helmet approaches you. A sizable company of Empire soldiers are riding behind him. Horrendous, isn't it? This smear of Sten's mage filth stains the land. You and your squire, he glances Aradane, should leave. This frozen wastes is no place for common folk. The ground changes underfoot and the blizzards tear your skin to shreds. He gestures to his troops split into small parties and head into the wasteland. He turns to you and bows deeply before following the last party in. Never fear, citizen. This mage will meet his bane by the Empire's justice. Ask Arden about the hermit. Arden shrugs. Didn't Melkab say that the hermit keeps his forest in perpetual winter? He gestures to his troop. Okay. Arden gestures rudely to the captain's departing bag. Let's go save the old Dottie from these bastards.
The Empire set signs in order to guide the rest of their forces. Fortunately, you too can follow.
You find a tree act with strange markings. It is a site pointing towards the hermit. The clean snow is marred by footprints. The Empire must be ahead of you. Not knowing what else to do, you pass on.
A creature of confusion, but no malice.
A small blue imp materializes on the path ahead of you. It grins, revealing a row of needle-like teeth. I am Sharptooth. The creature rushes to you. Arms outstretched. You back away from this enthusiastic embrace. Undeterred, Sharptooth meagerly grins. I'll move the forest around. Okay. The forest spasms and the trees at the horizon shift back and forth as if moved by an invisible hand. Seemingly content, Sharptooth simply fades from view, waving cheerfully all the while.
This may be your chance to set the mouse upon the cat.
Further into the forest you hear a smattering of voices carried on the winds from somewhere to the east. Your motion Adrian to stay behind before cautiously approaching the voices, you spy a small Empire party taking a break from their zealous manhunt. Obscured by the fog and brambles, you consider your options. If you stay hidden, you might learn more about the forest, but you also risk discovery.
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Damn it. There. It's not even that difficult, I was just
Nicely timed.
waiting. A soldier whistles, so he sits down. It's good thing the captain thought to give us these shields. We'd be wandering into blizzard and these blasted imps otherwise. You spy a shrinking shield resting against a boulder just in reach of your holding place, and this enchanted shield the soldier mentioned. To your dismay, a soldier balancing an overflowing bowl of stew sits down in front of you, hiding place. Should I steal the shield? Oh, that's actually going to be difficult now.
Poorly done. You
Could have
must
been worse.
harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
Okay, let's try this again. Damn it! Need more training. Okay, let's move. Let's buy pies, I guess. What do you do? Yeah, please. Choose a card to duplicate. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, I was hoping for more, but... Oh, that's 3. I thought it was 10. Never mind then.
Good luck taking this token from me.
By the side of the waterfall, you meet a young woman with a silky grey hair. She's holding a baby. Greetings, traveler. Treat these waters with caution. They are not to be meddled with. If you're parched, you're welcome to stop by my cottage. I've pie cooling on my windmill. Behind her, a little wooden sign reads, "Waterfall viewed. Very dangerous, stay clear." "I'm Yvonne," the woman says as she leads you to her cottage. As was promised, a hearty beef pie awaits you. You enjoy it with a side of mashed potatoes. With the meal finished, Yvonne asks you to help her while she puts the baby to sleep. The rare sunshine flower grows nearby, and she'd like you to gather a bloom. It feels impolite to refuse. The sunshine sprouts from the rocks behind the waterfall. If you were careful, you could climb out and retrieve one without falling into the waters. Remember the warning, you inch your way along the rocks, while gradually moving from stone to stone. Oh, damn it, it's not moving. I'm so worried when it's not moving, because if I fail, it seems like I've done something incredibly incompetent. You manage to grab the ledge, rein your balance. From here, you reach the sunshine, bag it, and make your way back to the shore. Yon is delighted to see the sunshine. Most travelers just eat and leave. In thanks, she gives you a gift. This will protect you in your travels. Gain 2 fame. Maximum health.
Nicely done. Brawling on the street for money. These are actions I'd expect of the usurper, but from you, I had hoped to see better.
Oh, thanks there. Actually, I was hoping there would be a token. An old man with a few remaining teeth noted your interest. When choosing your opponent who wizards, remember that your purse, if you survive, will depend on how quickly you beat them. Let's fight the Empire. You point out the Empire guards nearby, who are beating on the fights rather than arresting anybody.
Let us see what the smith can achieve.
Yeah, let's take a look at her. She seems absolutely beautiful. Ah, she has an anvil for hammers. That makes sense. Steel and flesh both subside to the same rule. If you hit them hard enough, they do what they want. When activated, Adrien performs a powerful attack that causes high armor damage. Stay close to charge her ability faster.
Don't worry, little ones. I won't hurt you much.
Oh, that's a captain. No wonder he's so ugly. That's how they promote them, you know. That was a very powerful hit. I am impressed. You are one to be reckoned with, the organizer comments as he begins forward with the chest. Equipment. An armor.
How appropriate.
Can't have that yet. Then gold. A little bit of health. The winter trail. The forest is coated in soft blanket of snow. You take a moment to appreciate the beauty.
The Empire has made killing mages a core pursuit. Fortunately, a mage is a cunning prey.
While trudging through the snow, you hear a shout, the sound of swords being drawn. It's only a matter of time before the sound of combat attracts another patrol. Oh, we need to fight them. Aren't we on the same side? I have to check this artifact next time I'm resting. There's plenty of them there. Careful, don't want to be hit. Bleeding is bad, that's why we avoid it so much. It's a pretty powerful skill, honestly. I don't know if it's because we're fighting Empire. Feels like I wasted it this time, no worries. Oh yeah, there's your clip. You loot the bodies and hurry away. Ooh, Marksman's Bane. Oh, there's the same card as before. No reason to read that again. Wish the cartographer was here. Let's take a look at this Bane. There is a crystal that holds it together. That seems like a terrible thing. They are known so hated by the infantry and marksmen. Small wonder this weapon is prized by them. Why is this weapon so powerful? You missed. Ah, this time you hit. Good. That's satisfying.
Fame alone has got you here. Let action carry you forward.
So what is this? It's a bomb artifact. Throw a bomb that causes 30 damage and slow to Empire enemies. When activated, less effective against other factions. Seems like a good bomb, honestly. Lightning bomb. Destroy the armor of 15 armored corrupted. Well, we are not fighting corrupted now, are we? Let's go with you. Yeah, we're gonna use that one.
Hurry. You must find the secret the hermit holds.
I have a feeling this weapon is a little bit overpowered. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work this time. Impressive, I would say. This tent village is well hidden in the sweeping snow and fog. You can spend time here to exchange resources. Okay, what equipment do you have? We have 30 gold. Gambler's Jew. Buy that.
Is that your choice? Really?
Yes! Let's sell you. And keep moving.
The storm will delay you, but it will also delay those who are hunting your prey.
Okay, that's good. With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in front of the north. The snow whips against you like a shard of glass and obscures your vision. You struggle to find cover. Trade food for equipment, might as well. 942. Okay, complete wheel gambits.
Who can say?
Remove a card, option remove a card from each wheel gambit. Further into the forest you hear a smattering voices carried on the winds, and somewhere to the east.
Breathe, you have done well.
Yeah, thanks for that game. The soldier whistles and sits down. Okay. I want the shield, please.
Even when things appear impossible, they can be mastered. Keep practicing.
You spy a goblin half hidden in corpse of trees, counting the goat weighting down his sack. Startled by your presence, he beats a hasty retreat through the magical portal. You tell Adrien to stay behind before pursuing the goblin through the portal. Oh. Ow. Again, ow. Whereas I have plenty of health. Don't enter before you're done here, okay? No artifacts, unfortunately. Okay then. You exit through the glowing door to find yourself more or less the same place as before. Adrien waves at you from a few steps away, surprised and bemused. The crunching of leaves underfoot betrayed the goblin running further into the forest. The goblin turns to you, still in pursuit. He shouts in expiration, "Leave me be, meddling human!" Mournful blare of his horn echoes through the forest. Another portal yawns before you, the goblin now in sight. No time limit. Ow. Okay, I don't like these levels. It's not that they're hard, it's just that they are incredibly annoying, especially if you're traveling that way. Okay, I still want to find a shield somewhere. Find yourself face down in a pile of leaves, being shaken awakened by Adrien. Slightly dazed, you hear your jangle of coins in the distance. Catch up to the goblin just as he leaps into another portal. Gained so much gold from that encounter. Yeah, I calculated it that way. Why can't I jump down from a hill and kill myself? Because you die? Okay. Oh, it has a delay. Okay, on the bright side, it does give you free gold, so it's not that big of a deal. The portal deposits you directly into the path of the oblivious Adrain, pawing her cover. As you pick yourself up off the ground, you spy the elusive goblin escaping over a hill. Getting me, game. Now, if it had splash damage, it would have been a little bit more appropriate, shall we say. Gained so much gold from this adventure. When you emerge from the portal, you find yourself in a luxurious sitting room. Green lanterns cast an uneasy shadow on the walls. Lying exhausted on a woven rug in the center of the room is the goblin. He shouts at your appearance. My, you are persistent. I'd offer you some murk tea if you hadn't pursued me relentlessly and barged unwelcome into my hand. Where am I? His face cracks into a mischievous grin. You're in Goblin Town, human, where the sky is made of stone and the road lizard is the best of the Empire. He gestures to the window. As your jaw drops, the sky is indeed made of stone. The city waiting beyond is the beam carved into a vast cavern. The streets below is a host of a market lit by an uneasy green lantern. Goblins and hooded figures pursue wares, giving wide breadth to gain rodent-like beasts of burden. You swear you see a lone Empire soldier before he disappears into the crowd. She sighs at your appearances. Oh, let's demand the gold. He tips the sack of gold towards you. The goblin's face crinkles sadly. Take it. As you grant your hold of the sack, he blows his horn, opening a portal at your feet. Next time you want to reach Goblin Town, consider using a more conventional entrance. He gives a half-hearted wave. Oh, I didn't notice that before. Horrible little imp, grumbles the mage as he starts into the beaker full of bubbling liquid. God knows how he does it, but every time he shifts the force around, it plays havoc with my readings. A mage draws a rune on the snow and says, the hermit enclosed the forest to protect us. I'm not sure how he does it, perhaps blood magic. This stand village is well hidden in sweeping snow and fog. You can spend time here in exchange for resources. Okay, let's duplicate this card again. Follow this one. Okay, wonderful. You fall half blind into the caves, obscured by rock and bramble. A perfect shelter from the storm. Okay, let's take a look at the shield, shall we? Map review, random encounters at the start of each new map. Sure.
A name tinged with irony. Not a single innocent has ever sat at my table.
Okay, same strategy.
It is not too late to plan better.
Across the snow-covered field you see a lonely homestead. As you approach you are greeted by an occupant, a farmer and his family. The farmer wags his hand nervously as the flight has pride. I don't suppose you can spare any family food. Okay, I will spare my family some food. We have very few supplies to lose as the winter. Wouldn't be most grateful. Okay, can I...
Take a moment to seek warmth. Yet do not forget your quest.
Oh, we're not going to complete this one, I have to say.
Even the greatest of all of us are our Father's children, for better or worse.
On closer inspection you realize it is Anders, appearance blacksmith and a friend of Ardane. Anders doesn't even look at you, indeed he looks like he's about to cry. On closer inspection you realize it is Anders. Okay.
A cold death that few will mourn.
From the determined point of the forest the sweep of green melts away, all trace of winter. Find yourself blinking in the heat of the summer sun. Adren, with little tact of nose, gives you voice to your fears. Ah, rats. They've gone and gotten him. He's dead. Yeah, I actually think we should try this again right now. Let's see what we gain from this. Yvette's cottage. Goblin Town. Curious to see if this is gonna be actually very interesting or not. So I'm gonna take the cartographer this time. Never ask me this again. Me to Goblin Town right now, and something else. So it doesn't seem like it. There are some new cards I might actually try out. Scouting party. Let's leave this. Trading house, gonna keep you. Street fight, you can go away. Payment due. Oh, that does. There's the cartographer, and we continue. Right, let's try this again, this time with a little bit more tact, maybe.
You seek and the hermit moves again. We have much to learn from each other at this point. It appears the goblins now have the resources to field their own combatants.
You feel a firm pair of hands grip you around the shoulders and yank you into the nearby alley. The biggest goblin you've ever seen lurks in the shadows, balancing on top of a tophet in a helmet of obvious arcane power. He touches the brim in acknowledgement. I heard you help my father while he was in a bit of scarab. You gesture behind him. A smaller goblin steps sharply into the light. He gives you a little wave and recognition. What he gave you wasn't his to give. I don't blame him, but I have to ask you to return what you paid, plus a little extra for your inconvenience. Feel sudden lightness in your cave stack. The goblin bounds down the alley, whooping and cackling. You pursue the muggers into the courtyard and counter their backup. As the goblins banish their weapons, you grab whatever is closest at hand and make your attack. Okay, that's a new enemy, I assume. And we have daggers this time around. They pour from under the cities, a tide of mischiefs and terror. Tricky and unpredictable fighters, goblins are vulnerable to repose. Attack them before they finish drinking, or deal with the consequences. Damn it, game. Yeah, he's gonna go away. Fortunate. And I also lost food. Thanks, game. I'm gonna rush in through there. It's not gonna be that big of a difference, right? Maybe I should have switched my weapons. Okay, I'm performing very badly this time around. At least she whacked him with an anvil.
The damage taken from starvation is more than the healing delivered by eating. As with many things, we find ourselves sliding further and further into hardship.
You feel cold stone against your cheek, yet pounding you open your barely eyes. The unmistakable scrap of metal wakes you fully from your slumber, and you slowly take stock of the surroundings. I think I'm gonna die. Get rid of the artifact. Follow the stairs upwards until you emerge from the forest, the morning sun bursting your eyes. Despite your supper, you're no more worse for wear than the night before. You fumble in your harvest stick for something to eat. Happily, you find half-eaten pastry and try to find your way out of the woods. Now let's go with what we have. Just follow this card to make sure. Don't get the big unlucky. Oh, wow. Further into a forest, you hear a smattering of voices carried on the winds from somewhere. That wasn't difficult.
That will set you in good stead from here. The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too.
Okay. Really, game? Gonna do this to me? Oh yeah, I'm dead.
So hunger gnaws at us once more and leaves us dead and unfulfilled.
That was worse than the previous run. So much worse, in fact. Okay, first I'm going to get rid of that goblin card. It really screwed me over there. Get rid of that as well. If this doesn't work again, I'm gonna go with the recommended settings, no matter what they are. Well, except the supplies, I still want the food.
Finding any magician who does not want to be found is a challenge in itself. The stench of death is upon everything here. We understand that, you and I.
A miasma hangs in the air, thick and redolent of the dead things trapped on the dark waters. Just walking this path has been known to leave travelers with lifelong cough. You spy an old carriage through the fog, its wheels locked in the mire. The occupants either fled or were eaten by the inhabitants of the swamp long ago. Since the fog is thickest around the rotting timbers, there may yet be valuables within. This is difficult. Perfect. Oh, shut up.
What an unfortunate time for your
25
skills
max
to leave
health.
you.
That's unfair. Okay, let's purchase some food. 3 for 10. Do it. Do it again. Not starting this time around.
Whoa! You are some bad people!
She's quite powerful against Imperials, it seems. Not sure how she's gonna perform against other creatures, though.
A perfect showpiece, barely usable in combat.
At least it's not max health, minus 20.
Alchemy is not chemistry. The formulations are merely
Okay, I remember this one.
the powers involved.
See what we get.
Every alchemist has at least a touch of the mage about them.
We're gonna go with the blue ones.
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Okay. Unfortunate. Just stole a little bit of food there. Let's duplicate this card. Really, game? Okay, I don't think I read what was going on here. The Exquisite Blade, though. That'll help me out. That's a new thing. Seems very unpractical. Lightly crafted by master artisans, this weapon is for display more than death. Okay, that counted as a hit. Can I take it? Let's continue on my journey.
And here is your reward, at least in potential.
What can I sell here? Also, if I sell this blade, what can I buy? Gambler's Jew, Thief's Folly. These two. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. Sell this as well.
They are your decisions to make. I will not tell you what to do.
Actually, we can purchase
learn
this.
from your mistakes as well as your successes. Go ahead, buy what pleases you.
Okay, how much do we need for this one? 18. Leave it as it is. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go. Well, the first one was easy enough. Let's try to steal the shield. Gonna try again. Damn it, that was so close.
Poorly done. You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
And I'll be fine. This time I was able to follow it. Horde calls the soldiers, you approach the tower. None may cross the border.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Yeah, it was easy. You scout tower without incident. Gain 2 fame. Definitely don't go this way then. Why didn't you give me that? Ah, whatever. No! Okay, thanks for that.
Victory. You are learning.
What does Doom 1 need? I'm gonna go for food. 3? Come on, you can do better than that. Okay. Well, we have a decent blade now. Such a good sword, I absolutely adore it. You load the bodies and hurry away. Please give me a shield. A ring.
So much folly begins and ends with crime. When all the magic has left the world, goblins will still persist.
Following the goblin's instruction, you walk through now, then and mashed in, and under the old oak tree. You crawl through the dirty tunnels, lit by shafts of sunlight, until you eventually emerge on the paved road deep underground. Up ahead you see a bright green glow. You're no longer alone. Goblins scurry from the adjoining tunnels and greet you on your path. You are swept along with the crowd until the tunnel broadens into a vast cavern encompassing a small city, Goblin Town. Okay. Crowds of goblins go about their business while hooded figures. Okay, let's visit Gold Mountain. My god. Let's try with this. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly, I followed it. Trust me. An ancient goblin wrinkles a prawn, is selling an array of tears down and blanks in Purgent River that runs through the town. He places a bag in your hand and shakes his little head when you offer payment. I'm happy knowing that the tea will either straighten you greatly or kill you. Thanks? Suddenly urged horns bear alarm throughout the city. Reverberating off the cavern walls, goblins and hooded folk alike drop what they were doing, rush towards the exit tunnels and jump into the portals popping up here and there. The ground rumbles underfoot and a choking black gas begins to seep into the cavern. A banking rag beast barrels down the stack, knocking you into a goblin portal.
Things run poorly in the fields when things run poorly on the throne. These shortages all fall upon the head of the Emperor.
Across the snow-covered field, you see a lonely homestead. As you approach, you are greeted by an occupant, a farmer and his family. Give him away food? Bless your soul, farmer gasps as you hand him food. This is more than I could have ever expected from a stranger. I will spread the word of his deed and come to the harvest. I will repay the gesture best I can. I really want to do this game again. Really, stop doing that. No, 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 no. Why? Let's go with this.
An opportunity lost, and a life with it.
Why was it so difficult to maneuver over there? So that didn't give me anything, despite me selling quite a lot of it. Challenge failed. Okay. This is more difficult than I thought. For some reason, this is the only mission that I'm failing at. Well, next time I'm gonna try it again, so thank you for joining and I'm gonna see you then. Goodbye.